Your Excellency, Sheikh Sultan bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan, Chairman of the Department of Transportation, Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Yusuf Banyas, Executive Director and Higher Education Advisor for the Abu Dhabi Education Council, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to this year's Global Business Leaders Conference. I am Peter Zemsky, Deputy Dean of the school, but also responsible for the school's strategic initiatives and innovations. I am personally looking forward to learning much about what I can do in my own role as a leader of INSEAD today. The theme of today's conference is leading innovation, something very close to the heart of Abu Dhabi, very close to the culture and vision of INSEAD. We'll explore today what kind of traits, what kind of styles, processes are needed to lead innovation in today's challenging, fast-changing global business environment. We are fortunate to have here many distinguished guests, including the INSEAD Board of Directors, who is meeting here right now. Also, do we have anyone from the world's leading EMBA program here? All right. So actually, we actually have a big group of students from our Global Executive MBA program meeting here. What I'm referring to is this week, the Financial Times came out with their rankings of the leading executive MBA programs. I'm happy to say that through INSEAD, the UAE figured twice in that rankings. First, in the #1 position, our program with Tsinghua is ranked #1, and they study in Abu Dhabi. And in addition, the thing to know about the ranking is the first 6 spots, for reasons of the ranking, are all taken by joint programs, mostly out of Asia. But then there's a whole bunch of programs that are offered by a single school. Our Gemba program at #7 is the top-ranked single school program. So I would just ask all of the members of the Gemba program to stand up, to identify yourselves. Congratulations on your wise choice of schools. Anyway, this is all about interactions. Many of these students, it's their first time studying in the UAE, and so do look for them at breaks and engage with them and help us give them an understanding of what's going on here. I will now turn the podium over, and I'd ask INSEAD's chairman, Andreas Jacobs, to come down and say a few words of official welcome. Andreas obtained his MBA from INSEAD in Fontainebleau in 1990. In addition to being the chairman of INSEAD, he's the chairman of Callebaut AG and a member of the board of Jacobs Holdings. Andreas, the podium is yours.
Your Excellency, Sheikh Sultan bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan, Chairman of the Department of Transport, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear INSEAD board members, dear Abu Dhabi and INSEAD Joint Advisory Board members, dear alumni, dear faculty and staff, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the INSEAD flagship event, the Global Business Leaders Conference 2015 here in Abu Dhabi, under the patronage of Sheikh Sultan bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan, who is here with us today. Thank you for coming. It is a great honor to have INSEAD board members here, to have our joint advisory board members here today with us for this special event. Thank you to the Abu Dhabi Education Council and their senior representatives who are present today as well, and who show the continuous support to INSEAD activities here in Abu Dhabi in general and to this conference in particular. And a special thank you is going to Her Excellency Dr. Amal Akubaishi, Director General of Abu Dhabi Education Council, for being a very close INSEAD friend, a great supporter, and a believer in INSEAD's contribution to the Abu Dhabi Strategy 2030 and to the UAE Human Capital Development. Our INSEAD's partnership with Abu Dhabi government, and in particular our collaboration with Abu Dhabi Education Council, is hugely important for us. We're here since 9 years, and we've been stronger than ever. It is important for us, based on the medium and long-term growth of Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is attractive for us as a cultural, as an educational hub in the region, in the entire Middle East. And Abu Dhabi is attractive for INSEAD based on its drive for leadership in education. That is uniting us. We believe INSEAD can add value to Abu Dhabi in many, many dimensions. And let me just mention 3. By bringing world of academics, the world of research, and the world of business know-how, including high potential MBA students, including high-end executives to Abu Dhabi. Second, by supporting the training needs of Abu Dhabi's corporate world. And third, by supporting the Abu Dhabi Vision 2030 and enabling the Emirati talents to drive a knowledge-based economy. Let me emphasize INSEAD's commitment to support the UAE's leadership vision and the partnership with our key partners, Abu Dhabi Education Council and the Abu Dhabi government stakeholders. And let me finalize by wishing you all a successful and illuminating conference. Thank you all of you for contributing to the success of INSEAD and the success of our school in the UAE in particular. I wish you a great illuminating day. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to call up my dear colleague and INSEAD's leader, Dean Ilian Mihov. Ilian is, I think we can say, one of the world's most innovative macroeconomists. He began his career at INSEAD becoming hugely cited, hugely influential researcher in macroeconomics. He's laughing because he didn't know I was going to do this. Macroeconomist, then transitioned to become really one of our top professors, winning multiple awards for best teacher, which is hard to do at INSEAD, and has now made yet another transformation to become our leader, our dean, I think the only major business school being led by a Bulgarian. Please join me in welcoming Ilian Mihov.
I have no idea what it means to be the most innovative macroeconomist, but thank you very much for this introduction, Peter. Your Excellency, Sheikh Sultan bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan, Chairman of the Department of Transport, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, alumni, friends, our dear EMBA students, welcome to this conference. Welcome to Abu Dhabi for our guests and our students. INSEAD is a unique business school. It is a privilege to be a dean of a school that has started 55 years ago in the forest of Fontainebleau with no campus, with no faculty, just with an idea that by bringing together people from Germany, France, Italy, UK, people from these countries will start doing business together, and by doing business together, they'll promote peace and prosperity. Our founder, Georges Doriot, professor at Harvard Business School at the time, wanted to create INSEAD not only to bring management education to Europe, but also to promote peace and prosperity through our school. From day one, INSEAD was an international school. The idea was to bring people from Europe and other countries as well, and to deliver on this noble idea. 55 years later, we still uphold the vision of our founders. And I think that if you look back, if you look what INSEAD has done in the past 55 years, It is truly amazing. We were the pioneers of the one-year MBA program. We are the pioneers of the MBAs in Europe, outside North America. INSEAD started the customized programs for companies. INSEAD is a pioneer of business simulations. In 1990s, INSEAD decided that one campus is not enough, so we opened a second campus in Singapore. In 2000s, we also opened a campus here in Abu Dhabi. Throughout these years, 55 years, every year or every decade, INSEAD has done something which has truly disrupted management education and has created new ideas of how to deliver education to the business community. And I think that today, my colleague, Peter Zemski, will talk later about the next revolution, which I think that we're leading through our online customized courses. Now, I think that when you look back, it is with a lot of pride that we can say INSEAD has achieved a lot. But of course, the big challenge is what do we do going forward? And today, with the board of directors, we're discussing the vision for INSEAD 2020 and beyond. The vision for INSEAD is to be the global business school for the global-minded executives and leaders. The vision for INSEAD is to be diverse and entrepreneurial, and to be also transformational in the way that we deal with our students and our participants. Part of our vision is our geographical presence, and the UAE is an essential part and is becoming more integral part of INSEAD. Today we see some of our brightest students coming here to Abu Dhabi for this conference. Not only this, we have brought the board of directors to Abu Dhabi to show our commitment to the region and to discuss here in Abu Dhabi our strategy for developing further our presence here. I'm very honored also to say that in 1959, when Georges Doriot started the school, actually he was not that present. There were 3 other people who were charged with opening the campus. Olivier Giscard d'Estaing, who was the first dean of INSEAD, Jean Rander, and Claude Janssen. And I'm very honored to say that today with us is one of the founders of INSEAD, Claude Janssen, and his dear wife, Tuliki Janssen. Please join me in welcoming them here in Abu Dhabi. It is fair to say that without Claude and Tuliki's support, probably INSEAD would not be where we are today. Under the patronage and continuous support of His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and the Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, INSEAD has been established in Abu Dhabi since 2007, and our campus was inaugurated in 2010. In the last few years, it is fair to say that our Abu Dhabi campus has flourished. We're creating more and more activities. We have flourishing executive education program. As Peter mentioned, UAE has become an integral part of the top-ranked, the highest-ranked EMBA programs in the world, our Tiamba and our Gamba programs. And today also, we are very proud to say that in January, February, for the first time, we'll bring the MBA program to Abu Dhabi for 2 months. This year, also in partnership with the Abu Dhabi Education Council, we developed a program called Summer at INSEAD for Emirati and international high school students who spend 3 weeks in France. Later on, Peter will will share with you the details of this program. Looking forward, we have very exciting plans for the region. Yesterday, we were discussing at the board our next steps of how to get more integrated in the region and how our campus here to get more integrated within the school. I would like to thank the Abu Dhabi government and especially His Excellency, Sheikh Sultan bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan, and Her Excellency, Dr. Amal Al Qubaisi, Director General of the Abu Dhabi Education Council, for their partnership and continuous support. His Excellency Sheikh Sultan is a key driver of the collaboration between Abu Dhabi government and the Chateau of Fontainebleau as well. For the first time, actually, we met in Fontainebleau, when we were inaugurating the Sheikh Zayed Al Nahyan Theater in the Chateau of Fontainebleau. I think that when we look at all our cooperation and when we look at where Abu Dhabi government is leading, their vision for education and art is something that is very common, that is connecting us in a very strong bond. I want to thank also our local sponsors, the Abu Dhabi Education Council, Capital Business, Entrepreneur Middle East, and Executive Women Magazine. It is now my great honor to invite on stage His Excellency Sheikh Sultan bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan to open the Abu Dhabi Global Business Leaders Conference. Just a very brief introduction. His Excellency Sheikh Sultan was appointed in 2014 as the chairman of the Department of Transport, alongside other ongoing responsibilities, such as the chairman of the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Company and Al Ain Wildlife Park and Resort. Previous to this, Sheikh Sultan established and chaired the Abu Dhabi Tourism and Culture Authority, as well as the Tourism Development and Investment Company. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency on stage.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. When I was invited to speak at INSEAD's Global Business Leader Conference, I accepted this kind invitation with pleasure. I am honored to be with all of you here today. I want to commend INSEAD for organizing this event. Thank you all for participating, and I'm pleased to be with you here. Mostly this is going to be few remarks because I think it's important to give you a bit of background on how we look at innovation here in Abu Dhabi. We know and value the power of knowledge and its ability to change lives and transform nations. Therefore, we partner with global pioneers in every field possible. We work together to shape the future and build strong foundations for tomorrow. Now, this cannot be achieved without innovation and leadership. Keeping in mind the wealth of knowledge and diversity that Abu Dhabi pursues, our global partnership in numerous fields, especially in education, ensure that our future generation is empowered with solid learning opportunities, skills, and experiences that deepens their understanding of how to build successes already achieved in our beloved country, the United Arab Emirates, and how to take it to new heights. In this light, we view leadership and innovation as a must-have tool to navigate through the challenges that faces ambitions. In today's business environment, innovation is not a luxury and must be integrated in all business models, both in public and private sectors. Clearly, this is a big challenge. Our answer to that in the government of Abu Dhabi, after extensive research and international benchmarking, was to create the necessary regulatory framework to instill excellence and innovation in the DNA of every government policy, process, and service. I am referring to a comprehensive environment that encourages, fosters, and rewards innovation. What this gives us across the public sector in Abu Dhabi is not only how to follow proven standards and procedures, but also to think outside the box, share knowledge, and benefit others. Feeding the healthy partnership between public and private sectors. The endorsed excellence and innovation model strengthen the business environment and its primary engine, the private sector. Indispensable to meet growth demands and overcome challenges. At the heart of this process is education, a fruit we are yielding with INSEAD through our long, solid partnership. With INSEAD's globally recognized leading position in business education and leadership development centers spanning 3 continents, they help shape many of our most promising and brightest minds in Abu Dhabi. Finally, let me assure you that the tremendous transformation witnessed in a few decades in Abu Dhabi is just the beginning. Although considerable milestones and notable progress has been made, the vision of our forefathers, the founders of this young, robust nation, has a lot more to offer and to achieve. We look forward to establishing new paths with all of you to sculpt the character and harness the power of our future business leaders, and to further explore innovation and leadership. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Sheikh Sultan, for your opening remarks.